Okay. Okay. We in the building. Up to the ceiling. Okay. Shit is fucking loud, dude. Oh yeah, we're doing this live. Forgot. Alright. Let's just do this. We'll raise it up a little bit. I don't know how. If it's loud enough. Looks like it's good. I don't know how I'm supposed to hear the mix because I'm just hearing the music as it's played in my headphones. Am I really streaming right now? Literally streaming right now. Alright, open up the dashboard. If you can't access this, then hit me up and I can give you an account. Well, you have to pay, but you can get an account. Search. This is going to be your one-stop shop for signals. Bitcoin looks bullish as hell. You can see that all the recent trades, except for the 66 day, which is actually quite an interesting cycle, if I might say, but it is not enough to completely overwhelm the evidence that Bitcoin is mostly bullish. Mostly bullish, and if you look at things in terms of the most profitable trading strategies on Bitcoin, most of them are bullish. This one is a little bit whack. I would say that there's just a lot of reasons to be bullish. British on Bitcoin. Got a lot of bullish factors stacked. I like it. And then if we look at ETH is going to be similar story. A lot of the same cycles you can find in both, but this 54 day, a bit of a mix. But in general, 25 bullish. You gotta be leaning bullish at this point. Actually, we'll just do this. So we do that. Sol. Sol has been a little bit weaker as of lately. Let's just whip this thing out. Hold on. Oh boy. My friend is about to go for a jog. If you know what I mean. Hold on. Hold up. Can I do this? Why can't I drag the thing onto the screen? Oh, am I? Huzzah. Alright, let's take a look at this. Let's just look at some charts right now. Right? We are hanging out, listening to AI beats, just looking at some charts. We're looking at crypto. We're trying to understand what is going on in these markets. Where are they going? And pretty much all evidence says up. Apparently. I mean, I was buying, I think around here earlier today, and it's really been not stopping. 11% at least. I mean, this whole candle from the low, 20, almost 23%. That's freaking crazy as hell. I'm really interested to see where AIOZ goes next. AIOZ is really... Bro, this one looks crazy. This one's got a crazy look in its eye. And this one just goes up more than other things. It really does. Like, this rally is way bigger than a lot of the other rallies. Like, if you just measure them... Alright, let's look at this. So, if we go... We got all these different crypto. Let's see. We'll do 2 years. So we got AIOZ in there. So if you measure by return, okay, so you got Akash. This is a really interesting one. But you got AIOZ pretty much dominating Well, there's a lot of AIOZ in this one, but they definitely return more than the others. That's for sure. Let's look at the bags. Bags got some stacks, a little bit more balanced. But yeah, this is the rally for AIOZ compared to the others. Even Akash, I mean, that's a beautiful cycle right there. Another beautiful cycle. Bitcoin. Fetch is pretty damn good. I mean, this 66-day cycle in Fetch has worked very well. If we look over, let's maybe do 3 years. Oof, man, look at that equity curve. It's crazy looking. Yeah, AIOZ still just dominates. It just it just gets more in general. I mean, Bitcoin's gonna return some. I mean, it's not gonna probably blow your mind with immense, you know, it's not gonna be the craziest thing you've ever seen in Bitcoin. But something like AIOZ could just be ridiculous. So definitely freaking watching it like a hawk and loaded up my bags. Akash is another one. This one, let's just see. The 66-day cycle. And there's even a better one. Let's see. This inverted 66-day cycle is even cleaner. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's like the stairway to heaven. That's crazy. And it just does it over years. I mean, I don't know how else to interpret this. I mean, there's been a few losses, but really, I mean, it's been pretty much mostly just on this parabolic stepping stone to heaven. 17 trades. I mean, there's not enough to really guarantee that it happens again, but I don't know. The funny thing is that it actually worked pretty freaking well as of lately because Akash definitely took a spill. But at this point, man, I think they all look bullish. At the end of the day, they pretty much all look bullish. But you really want to find the winner. I mean, Sui pretty much kind of looks like a winner at this point. I mean, it's in price discovery already. Like, where is this thing headed next? I bet it's gonna be fucking vertical, if I had to guess. I'd have to guess that it's vertical because look at that candle. It's the biggest, it's pretty much right now the biggest candle. I mean, maybe you have that one right there, but I mean, it pretty much looks like one of the biggest candles since, the bottom. But this is the thing when you have trends like this, they end very steep. Everything gets steeper at the end, and you end up making the previous moves look like a blip on the radar when you look at it on a linear chart, right? So no, you just don't even know. You want to have a stop. Well, not an actual stop, but you want to have a point where you're gonna sell, and then you want to capture the bubble or just capture little bits. I mean, when you find a cycle like this, hell, man, fucking works decently well. All right, let's see here. So if we did, this one's got a bunch. So look, Bitcoin 94% allocation on this model that is pretty much the best models that I could find anywhere. Actually, let's do 5 years. Right, we got a whole bunch of different models here. We got buy and hold. It's the lowest performing. And then we also have the stats. So we could sort it by Sortino, see. Okay, so buy and hold is the lowest. So the lowest risk adjusted returns, Sortino. And then it also has Let's just do return. It has the lowest, or one of the lowest returns. So we're upgrading with all of these models, or at least we're improving our timing. And then when you can get them all to be basically saying the same thing nearly at the same time, it just increases your certainty that you're trading in the right direction, right? So we just let this thing ride, and all these back tested models are pretty much about as solid as it gets. And you have different kinds of strategies and different short term versus long term. So you end up getting some diversification benefit, across the different positions too, which can be nice for Bitcoin, right? And then if we look at it from the 23 low, all right, so buy and hold, look at that top of the pack. What does that mean? It means that, first of all, it's hard to beat the market from the lowest point, right? You almost don't even try to, because that's not necessarily the game. Because anyone can make money in a bull market and all these things are going up. But the thing is, can you get out at the right time and save your profits, right? So what if you were to find yourself at a market top, right? So like the 22 top, for example. What if you found yourself at that top and you bought and hold? Oh, hodl. Hodl ends up taking a huge hit. So you buy the top, you ride it all the way down, you see a massive correction. I mean, we're talking like 90%. Whoops. We're talking like 90%. Yeah, it's not good. You don't want to be taking drawdowns like that. So if you happen to come in at the top, you know, you have these different strategies like this and that, and especially the longer term trends like this one. The 322 day will keep you out of trouble in a downtrending bear market, right? And this one got back in, and it's been one of the top performing, and it pretty much captures the big moves when they happen, and it's pretty high win rate and low amount of trades. I think that's a good one to have in your back pocket for the potential of a bear market whenever it does happen. I don't think it's happening right now, clearly, but this is a good one to just let this trend ride, and when this finally turns red, you should seriously consider what you're doing in these markets. Like that really needs to be. And then there's shorter term ones like, the 44, The 44 can be good in bull markets, right? But they are not going to be probably doing so well in the bear markets. These are going to get chopped up a lot, right? All right, so I guess I've just been live streaming, just doing this. All right, let's try. So here's another thing. Let's try from 23 low and just see which strategy has performed best. So we have Sortino. All right, so the 288 is pretty good. I like this one a lot. This one captures big parabolic price rallies, and then it gets out, and then it mostly stays out for the bear market. Like it's pretty well tuned. And I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, shit looks pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, and then if we go to Bitcoin is bullish, people. It just is. There's no reason to think that it's not bullish. Every factor I can possibly think of is bullish for Bitcoin. Even if you go beyond the numbers and you go into the like, oh well, what could a Trump presidency mean for Bitcoin? Oh, well, it could mean a lot of good things, right? An SEC that's friendly to crypto, that could be huge, right? We've got enough fundamental factors, you know. But then you just look at literally the price chart. I mean, you look at that and you're like, okay, so I should be bullish right now. It's okay to be bullish right now because there's every good reason to be bullish right now. And when you really look at it, you're like, holy shit, this is fire. We should be in. I don't know. We've been thinking that for a while because this thing just keeps going up. And what the heck, man? Like $101,000 for Bitcoin. Like if it just sends above this level, we're gonna be good. Okay, we're gonna be good. And look, the rules of getting out are very clear. You go to these indicators and you start waiting for them to turn red. And then you just sell a little bit every time you get a red. That's pretty much works decent enough. You know? It works decent enough to keep you out of trouble, or pick one of these long-term ones and just say like I'm gonna have fun till the party's over, and the 300-day moving average turns. That can be if you're patient. But you can start to combine these different things. Like, I mean, just even the 200 week, the 180 week, and then the long-term trend can be powerful, right? So you get all these things together. It's pretty much your safety net, when things do eventually turn south. And then you have things like this. I mean, this is what the heck we got here? Yes. Here, actually, what I want to look at, let's go to. Let us go to this. See what's in there. All right, so we've got this portfolio. Let's give it a little bit of data here. All right, so we've got this portfolio here. This is the equity curve. So we have it. It's nice price discovery waves here, followed by a tightening consolidation and then expansion to the upside. And we've been in this contraction phase for a while now, so now we're starting to expand, and definitely going to be interesting to see where this goes next. I'm pretty much forced to be quite bullish and imagine that this probably goes up and to the right. Looking at all the positions here, pretty excited about a number of them. I mean, they've been taken, this is only showing the close price of yesterday, so it doesn't even realize that we're up huge today. So everything tomorrow is going to get a huge kick up in the charts. So, all right, I think that's good for this one. Gonna peace out. Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, that's one thing here before we go that should be addressed, except Sui's major pumpage, is got to be Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is looking weak again. It blew off a top and then just tanked. And 61 honestly wouldn't be a crazy place to get stopped either. So I would say this is more confidence in a potential altcoin season and more spicy gains like the ones we're seeing, at the top of the charts today. So I'm thinking that's interesting. And then also there's Total 3, and Total 3 is your crypto total market cap without Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this is something that when this thing really gets going, it's going to be the real party, in my view. And I think that time has yet to come because really we haven't even broken out from all-time highs. I mean, things really get crazy when you start ramping up and you really start leaving behind this whole idea, this whole idea of $1 trillion market cap. That's we'll probably push up beyond that, and then who knows where it's going to top. But if we really full send, should expect, multiple trillions at least, and then I think there's going to be, of course, a few winners. This one, Sui might be one of them. Definitely betting on that. I think AIOZ is definitely an interesting one. It's also uncorrelated to a lot of others, so that can be interesting too. And all right, so that's pretty much the charts in a nutshell. Looking at some different things. Till next time.